Uhtred and the men he's travelling with arrive at Aylesbury, and are allowed in by a back door which is opened by Father Perlick, so the guards don't see them. In Aylesbury, Edward now finds out that a Wisham's been held by the Lords Mercia and that he hasn't been invited, so he goes into the hall of the palace and his guards and interrupts the Wisham. At the same time, Uhtred also walks in, and he tells the Lords he knows where Ethelflaed and her daughter are, and that he's willing to negotiate with them so the Wisham's called off. Uhtred and Edward now go somewhere more private, and Edward asks him where his sister is, but Uhtred said he's not going to tell them where she is unless she'll be allowed back into Aylesbury without any punishment, and when they disagree, Uhtred is led away. On the road, Aldhelm and Ethelflaed have been found, so when Aldhelm goes to drive them off and allow Ethelflaed to escape, it turns out to be Sihtric and young Uhtred. So Uhtred is taken down into the dungeons in Aylesbury, where they try to beat the information out of him. Elfrin's condition is getting worse, so Osford and Edith decide the only way to save her is to bring her back to Aylesbury to get a good healer to work on her. Edward goes down into the dungeons where he finds Uhtred all beaten up, and he goes into his cell to talk to him. He tells him that he never ordered him to be tortured, as he knew it wouldn't get the information out of him, and he decides to let Uhtred go free. Sihtric and young Uhtred bring Ethelflaed to where her daughter is being kept safe. When she's not there, they presume the worst and that she is dead. Edward now finds Aldhelm. He tells him he's dismissing him back to his estate in Wessex. He tells him that he's found out he's been making decisions that he thinks is right for Wessex, but not what Edward the King thinks. Edith and Osford now arrive in Aylesbury with Ethelflaed's daughter, and when Elsbeth and Edward see her condition, they order the best healer be brought to the palace to make sure that the girl doesn't die. From where she's been held, Breda can hear the sound of battle from outside, and turns out that Knut's cousin Sigtryggr has returned from Ireland to rescue her. Edward now summons Uhtred to him, as he has an offer that he would like to tell him. He tells Uhtred that the people of Mercia love and respect him, and that the Lords of Mercia are too prickly and stubborn to choose someone among them to be the next Lord of Mercia. So he presents Uhtred his offer: take up the mantle of Lord of Mercia for a few years, till a suitable person could be found to rule as Lord of Mercia. One of the children that Uhtred was protecting was Ethelstan, who was Edward's first son, and Elsbeth is happy to see that he is alive and well. Elsbeth brings Ethelstan to Edward. She tells him she was wrong to send off his first child. She wants father and son to be reconciled. The Welsh King Howell is on a pilgrimage to some of his friends, when one of his guards brings him a message from Sigtryggr, the head of one of his guards. Uhtred now goes to Edward, and he tells him that he accepts his offer. Ethelflaed now arrives back in Aylesbury dejected, and the first person that she meets is her mother. She tells her that her daughter is dead, but Ealdred says it's a miracle, and she brings her into the palace where her daughter has made a miraculous recovery.